My name is Greg Seymour, and I'm the President of the International Society for Mushroom Science. So it's a combined conference this year. So we have ISMS on the first 2 days, and the North American Mushroom Conference is on the next 2 days. So it's one event, but two separate programs, if you like. So on the ISMS program, the first 2 days, which we've been responsible for, we had a total of 30 oral presentations, and we also have 28 poster presentations. So that's the total amount of scientific work. But we also had 3 keynote speakers who have been absolutely fantastic. And then in addition to that, the networking sessions before and after. A total number of 574 people over the 4 days. And yesterday's peak was a little over 300 for the ISMS. So I think tomorrow is the big day, and so there'll be 574. And by the time we get there with the late registrations, it's probably going to be nearly 600. So it's been a fantastic response by a lot of people from all around the world. The number of countries and faces here has just been phenomenal. And in a time when travel is expensive, US dollar is strong, it's very, very encouraging to see such a great attendance from all around the world. The most important thing is that after the Congress, it will be some weeks before we're able to prepare all this, people will be able to log into the ISMS website. They can go there now and have a look at the program and see who was speaking and the topics, the posters and their topics. Then, and I'm going to say 2 months' time, you'll be able to log in and you'll be able to see the presentations in PowerPoint format with a movie. So there'll be a PowerPoint and a voiceover for every one of the presentations, and you'll see a full collection of the posters. So it's like the proceedings, it's a modern style proceedings of a Congress. So you don't have to sit there and write, you can just choose which ones you want and listen. So yesterday we started with Xuan Chen, who talked about his 24 years of, a little bit more now, of research of using agaricus mushrooms in the battle against breast cancer and prostate cancer. And he looked back a little bit in history, but he also then updated us about his most recent experiments, clinical trials, and then what's to come in the future. So that was very exciting. He's been telling the world about the benefits of eating mushrooms in relation to the 2 cancers. That was followed by an amazing presentation by Owen O'Connor from Penn State. He'd previously worked with Helen Grogan at Chuggas in Ireland, and he's come over here, did his PhD there, and he's come over to Penn State now, working with the team there on a postdoc. And he was looking at the ability of the devome. So it's kind of like the biome for fungi in the sense of other biological systems. And so he's looking for disease control mechanisms from the microbial world, if you like. That's probably as simple as you make it. My recommendation is for people to go and have a look at it for themselves. Again, it'll be up in a couple of months' time, and you can he can do it really well. I'm only just paraphrasing and probably a little bit wrongly. So that was good. And then this morning we just heard from Dr. Lynn Rothschild, who works for NASA at Ames here in California. And her presentation was about using biology and in particular fungi for going to the moon. And one of the major products that they use, or things that they use to make, she calls it mycotexture, so using mycelium for architecture, is Ganoderma. And we all know that Ganoderma is rock hard, and when you're growing it, well, it actually performs really well, and they're molding it and making materials out of it. So it was just fantastic. As I just said to someone before, I probably had one of the first Apple Watches because it made Dick Tracy come to life for me. Well, she made the Jetsons come to life for me today, just to be able to see how using fungi off planet is a really flippant way they talk about being able to do biology on the moon and on Mars. And the way that they put these things together was just phenomenal. Everyone has got to go online and watch this when it becomes available. So it really is something special.